action.
G'day folks, Matt from Melbourne Osteopathic Clinic here. Today I wanted to talk to you about the shoulder and how we see a lot of different types of shoulder issues here in the practice. The shoulder is a fantastic joint. It's got an amazing amount of mobility. It allows us to do a lot of different types of movements in a whole different array of positions. And we can apply force to that to allow us to do things like throwing a ball, serving in tennis or something along those lines. Now, because of that great mobility, we actually lose what we call stability because of that. Now, stability is the ability for the joint to stay in a nice, closed, congruent position and allow that to be nice and stable. Now, it's just sort of a catch-22. The mobility means that we don't have great stability in the shoulder. It means a lot of things can go wrong. Now, what we see in the practice here is a lot of people who will come in with sort of naggy type shoulder issues where they've got a little bit of pain in the top of the shoulder or something just down the outside of the arm, and they find it on certain movements, that they do daily, like brushing their teeth or combing their hair, shampooing their hair, things like that. They'll find that that is actually quite difficult and they can get quite a sharp pain in the tip of the shoulder. And I want to give you an idea of why that might be happening. Now, what we find is when we sit at a computer, we actually tend to type and we roll our hands forward there, and that causes the shoulder to roll in that way, okay? Now, when we do that, what that does is put the muscles at the back of the shoulder here on a little bit of length, and it challenges them to work a little bit harder, and you might find that you get a little bit tighter in that area, causing some restriction through the top of the shoulder. The other thing we find is as people get stressed is they tend to creep their shoulders up higher and higher and tend to hold their shoulders around their ears and wear them as earrings, and that can cause some restriction once again in the top of the shoulder. So if you're in that rolled in and up position and then you're trying to move, what you're inherently doing is actually jamming the long bone of the humerus of the arm into the top of the shoulder there, which can cause a pinch or an impingement type issue, which can lead to some pain down the arm. What I'm going to do over the next few videos is show you some simple stretching type exercises and some mobility type exercises which you can do at home to help alleviate some of those symptoms and give you some relief from the issues that we find on the outside of the shoulder.